Hula Wonder over on the outside, going up into sixth placing from Miss Ferrari. Then Cornella a good way back over on the inside, followed by Joamba, and Tempted Lady is wide, and last of all when the turn at the 800 comes up. And Cecie's led by a little over a length to Episode. Danzig Star on the rail third, Miss Danehill the outsiders fourth. They're followed by Thunderbird on the inside of Hula Wonder. A length and a half Cornella over on the rails when they came to the turn. Going up wide on the course there is Tempted Lady, followed by Miss Ferrari and Joamba last in a pretty bunched field. At the turn, 500 left to go, and Cecie's is going to swing the corner, a narrow leader. It's Cecie's over Episode, Miss Danehill wider out, Hula Wonder coming 4 wide, and Tempted Lady 5 wide into the straight, and Danzig Star gets up on the inside with less than 400 to go, and Episode went to the lead over Cecie's. Miss Danehill on the outside, then Hula Wonder, who's under the whip. Canella's coming from a fair way back on the rail. Episode led Miss Danehill inside the 200 metres. Thunderbird finishing fairly from Hula Wonder. Episode and Miss Danehill. Miss Danehill and Episode. Episode's fighting on well. Episode just in front, and Episode wanted to head to Miss Danehill. Thunderbird a length and a half away third, followed by Cecie's, Cornella, and out wider was Hula Wonder. They were followed a bit further back in the field. Then at the head of the others was Joamba and Tempted Lady, who was wide all the way. Then a gap to Danzig Star, who weakened, and a long break to Miss Ferrari last of all.
The favourite wins the first. Number 2 Episode, 291.40. Second.
Number 2 Episode has held out Miss Danehill with Thunderbird third. Judges called. Look to be set. Light flashing away. Gates are back, they're off and racing. Benevideo began reasonably down towards the inside. Luca Brasi was one of the first out, headed immediately by Nap Hill. Tetrice away quickly and down to zero, hustled out to go forward. Nullarbor Knights from the outside is in the first three as they settle into stride now. Benevideo had dropped out to be a clear last, and down to the judge with a circuit to run. Nap Hill the leader, about a length in front now from Nullarbor Knights going up to second. Down to zero is 2 lengths back third, followed by Lord Loxley. Then came just behind these horses Luca Brasi on the inside of Tetrice, about a length and a half further back in the field as they turn out of the straight. Then is Trisco on the outside, 2 lengths then to Abspray, followed then by a good way back as Joe Dami. A length behind it is Andre Stad, and they're followed then as they head into the back by Lightning Leroy, and then Regal Noah and Better Video as last of all by a length and a half. Nap Hill led them into the back now with about 1,400 metres to go. It's Nap Hill by a length and a half to Nullarbor Knights, a length and a half to down to zero. On the outside then is Lord Loxley, about 2 lengths further back in the field. Luca Brasi on the inside of Tetrice, 2 lengths to Trisgo. Abspray, a length and a half to Lightning Leroy. Behind it, Andre Stad on the inside of Joe Dami, and then a length and a half away in the field is Benevideo, who's second to last, and Regal Noah. Now, Lord Loxley had gone to the lead, running down the back of the course now, and took it up by a length to Nap Hill, and Nullarbor Knights lobbing along third. 3 lengths back down to zero when they go inside the 1,000 metres. 2 lengths to Luca Brasi on the inside of Tetrice, 2 lengths to Trisgo on the outside of Abspray. Then Lightning Leroy a further 2 lengths away, followed by Andre Stad. Back behind those horses is then Joe Dami, and then Benevideo, who's being niggled at second last, and last is Regal Noah. Well strung out, and as they came to the 600 metres, the leader is Lord Loxley by a length to Nap Hill, and 2 to Nullarbor Knights, 2 to down to zero, who's under pressure now from Luca Brasi. Then Trisco and Tetrice together, a break to Abspray, and Benevideo still spotting them a long start when they swing around the home corner. And again Nap Hill went to the lead over Lord Loxley. On the outside now, Nullarbor Knights called on for the run. Luca Brasi just inside it, then down to zero, followed by Tetrice, Trisgo, and Benevideo's a good way back. Nap Hill had burst 3 lengths in front, down to the 300 now from Luca Brasi giving chase, and then Nullarbor Knights, Lord Loxley fighting on, but Nap Hill is well clear with 100 to go. He's 3 lengths in front. Benevideo and Andre Stad are flashing home. Nap Hill is still well clear though, and Nap Hill's going to win it by a length on the line to maybe Andre Stad will grab second. Benevideo on the outside is there. Close up was down to zero, Luca Brasi, followed then by Trisgo, Nullarbor Knights, Lord Loxley weakening, followed further back in the field then by Regal Noah, Abspray towards the end with Joe Dami, and then Lightning Leroy, and Tetrice was one of the last to hit the line.
Number 11, Nap Hill, you had a favourite winning the first, and outside
Naphill, an outsider at 25 to 1, has got the money, ridden by Daniel Schmidt. Starter heading over to the platform, money 2 for Yangtze River, number 9, 880 and 240. Starter mounts the platform now. All set to go. Morissette, Drink Card Princess, the equal picks. Third of the afternoon. Starter has them here, one playing up. Might have been Clinker. Off they go now. And it was Clinker, and it missed the start a couple of lengths. Molinetta, one of the first to bounce out. Dame Portia, Graceful Emma. Morissette jumped away well. Spot of Magic about the middle of the field early. Heart of Egypt began fast, and as they settle down, Molinetta from the inside takes it up by about a length here to Yangtze River. Heart of Egypt and Morissette is right on the pace today where she likes to be. She's settling down fourth. A length Alamonte followed by Prunella. One further back is Varna Moots, and then Clinker getting up on the inside of Spot of Magic. Dame Portia 3 wide. One to Drink Card Princess. A length and a half to Graceful Emma. They're being followed then by No Returns, who's over on the outside of there of our Silver Shadow, and back at the tail end of the field is Miss Ampere running to the turn at the 800, and Molinetta the leader. A length and a half up on Heart of Egypt. Running third is Yangtze River. One to Morissette fourth, and they're being followed by Prunella on the inside of Alamonte going forward. Then Dame Portia 3 wide all the way from Varna Moots, Clinker. Graceful Emma taking off, followed by Drink Card Princess. A good way back is Spot of Magic. No Returns goes around her, followed by our Silver Shadow, and Miss Ampere is last coming to the home turn. At the 500 metres, Molinetta just the leader, about 3/4 of a length in front. Heart of Egypt is second. Morissette is third, a length away when they swing the corner, followed by Alamonte. Dropping off on the inside then was Yangtze River, and in the straight now, and Molinetta had booted away. She raced about 3 to 4 lengths in front now from Heart of Egypt. Graceful Emma running on fairly. Morissette just battling with Alamonte, and then Drink Card Princess. Molinetta 3 from Heart of Egypt. Graceful Emma, Alamonte. Molinetta kept going. She's about 2 lengths to Heart of Egypt. Molinetta's clear. She's holding on near the line. She's stopping Molinetta. Heart of Egypt lunge didn't make it. And Molinetta beat Heart of Egypt by about a half a length. Third a photo. We've got Graceful Emma's there with Alamonte. And just behind those horses then was our Silver Shadow, who made ground, and then Prunella. They were followed further back by Miss Ampere, who's made some ground. Then Yangtze River, Spot of Magic. Morissette didn't go on. Drink Card Princess. Dame Portia's towards the end in this bunch of horses with No Returns, Clinker and Varna Moots.
Number 6, Molinetta, all the way, 11.20 and 3.50.
Molinetta's lasted. She was getting pretty tight on the line. Heart of Egypt was coming at her quickly, but she's lasted to win by about a half a length with Graceful Emma third. Numbers are 6, 8 and 4. 6, 8 and 4 in the frame, and the time 1:39.1. Molinetta first, ridden by Luke Curry, beating Heart of Egypt, Nathan Stanley and Graceful Emma. Now, Winter Wonderland is right up behind the line. They've got Lucky Magic locked into the stalls. And Winter Wonderland riderless is set. Neville Wilson climbing back aboard. Light flashing away. 1,200 metres the journey. So now Wilson getting back aboard Winter Wonderland, and the field set to go for the Ungar Super Vobis. 1,200 metres. Starter has them. Now they're away, and a good dispatch too. Carolina Moon jumped well on the inside. Rancho Spark breaks the line and bursts 2 in front. Keltegra away fast. Don't Imbibe is going forward. Swing King prominent. Lucky Magic on the outside is heading towards the front as well, followed by Stargrazer. Then Winter Wonderland out wide on the improve, followed by Don't Say Goodbye, who's going through between horses in a tight bunch there in that run to the first turn at the 800. Stargrazer on its outside. All systems go on the improve. A gap to Shilling, and then Keltegra, who's got back. Steel Phoenix is back towards the tail end, followed by Flexible Friend and Contend as they came to the 600 metres now, and it's Rancho Spark just in front. It's going to swing the corner about a half on Lucky Magic second. Winter Wonderland is third. Carolina Moon right behind the leading horse, and out wide was All Systems Go running on when they corner. Then Swing King followed by Don't Say Goodbye and Stargrazer. At the 300 metres, Rancho Spark by 2, Carolina Moon, and here comes Don't Say Goodbye. The baldy face Don't Say Goodbye is ranging up to Rancho Spark to run to the lead. A gap after Stargrazer, Carolina Moon, Shilling and Steel Phoenix, but Don't Say Goodbye took the lead, draws away from Rancho Spark and then Stargrazer, and Don't Say Goodbye. First start for Mayfield Smith wins it by 3 lengths to Rancho Spark. Photo third, either Stargrazer or Steel Phoenix, who ran on well, clear of Shilling, and a long break in the field then to Carolina Moon, All Systems Go and Swing King, then Winter Wonderland, Contend, followed by Don't Imbibe, Flexible Friend, Kiltegra, and dropping out last was Lucky Magic.
Favourite punters back on track with number 6.
Well, that's won very easily. Freeman and Federal Agent now the equal favourites. Freeman easing 2 points and Federal Agent firming 2 points. Violent has eased out from 7-2 to 11-2. And his third elect as the last couple come in now. Raging Force goes into the line and Federal Agent is coming up to the outside gate. Goes in and they're all set to go. 1200, first leg of the double. Ready to go now. Light flashing away. Federal Agent well tried from the outside barrier. They're away. Raging Force a little slow with Paved with Gold. Freeman the first out. Hit the ground in front of Citrus, who's hustled out to go to the front. Federal Agent away very fast, moving up to second, and Captain Cortez now third. Raging Force on the improve with Roy, and then Freeman about sixth on the inside now, followed by Zaccarlo Mio, and they're being followed by Belzig Paved with Gold. Christmas Toy over on the outside. Violent's got a fair way back on the rails at the first bend. Behind him is Gold Time, Cape Dance easing off heels, and then Ironstone, Metal Ice and Minesweeper last on the fence. Citrus led at the 600. Federal Agent a neck away second. A length Raging Force moving up wide around Captain Cortez and Roy on the fence. Then Zaccarlo Mio when they came to the turn from Christmas Toy. Friedman's dropped off the pace a bit down on the inside rail, followed by Belzig, Gold Time, Ironstone pulled to the outside. Federal Agent took the lead at the top of the straight. Captain Cortez got the run on the inside. Raging Force on the outside, challenge him immediately. Then Christmas Toy trying to get out. Belzig coming with a run. Gold Time down the outside, many chances here. Captain Cortez tackled now by Belzig. Belzig swept to the lead. Gold Time in turn after it. It's Belzig in front, though he drew a length and a half in front. Gold Time can't reach him, and Belzig wins it from Gold Time. Minesweeper flashed home and grabbed third. Cape Dance ran on. Christmas Toy battled, and then Ironstone, who made up ground the outside. Next in Federal Agent, Zaccarlo Mio, Raging Force, Metal Ice out wider, and then came Violent. They were followed by Captain Cortez, Roy. Freeman's finished well back with Paved with Gold, and Citrus dropped out to finish last of all. The outside barrier, Birdie's Bell to come into the extreme outside gate. Coming in now is Dance Party, and on the outside to complete it will be Birdie's Bell. Very open affair with the light flashing away now for race 6. Lady Capel well drawn in 2, Bold Asset in 1. All set. Racing now, Lady Capel jumped okay with El Karam. Away quickly there was Bold Asset on the rails. Zumbido into stride fast. Gypsy Dale showing pace with Ginabeth, and Bertie's Bell from the outside barriers going very hard in the early stages as they come to the 700 metres, and Bertie's Bell is going to cross the field. Ginabeth came across with it. Just behind these horses, El Karam on the inside with Zumbido, La Molokai. Out wider is Admiral Louise and Look for Venus right off the track. Just behind them, Bold Asset over on the inside, and then Lady Capel between horses when they corner, and they're followed then by Lavender and Lace. A Look for Venus, the widest runner. Bertie's Bell led in the straight below the 400 metres. La Molokai coming after it with Lady Capel. El Karam battling. Bold Asset near the inside. La Molokai went very quickly at the 200 dash to the lead. Lady Capel's finishing well along the inside. La Molokai about 2 lengths to Lady Capel, and Lavender and Lace Julia Clear, but La Molokai is racing away from Lady Capel, and La Molokai is going to win it easily by 3 lengths to Lady Capel. Third to Julia Cleo, and then Gladden, who ran on fairly well. Lavender and Lace was next, and then Arabian Poppy, followed by Bold Asset. Next was Gladden. They were trailed by Gypsy Dale, and back behind them El Karam, Zumbido, Look for Venus, followed by Mistress Mahal, and then came Dance Party. A good way back in the field is Ginabeth from Admiral Louise, and after showing pace early, one of the last was Bertie's Bell.
Double for Luke Curry, number 5, La Molokai.
La Molokai has won that very, very... 3 to come up, second leg of the double, the Chatham Handicap. Here's Frisbee moving in now. 1600, 2 to come up. Our Royalty Galore came up into the line. They're all locked away. All set to break. Starter has them. An attendant getting him with Frisbee. Ready to break now. Make a dance on the outside. Away they go. Starter set them away in a good line with Hello Bing and Shimeo first to bounce out ahead of Royalty Galore, who began quickly, and Nailem pushing up on the inside, and then came Grist for the Mill, settling into stride now and going through. Nailem on the inside takes it up ahead of Grist for the Mill, and Hello Bing is a half length away third, a length and a half to Royalty Galore. Then getting up on the inside, Blue Sky King, followed by Replace, and one further back is Frisbee. Getting up on the inside then is Bolster and Trelawney. They're being followed by Shimeo on the outside of those horses, caught a little wide down the back. A length and a half to Apparatus, Our Imposing, and they're followed by Royal Cut, Time Chase second last, and Mecca Dance whipped the field in by the 1,000 metres, where Hello Bing on the outside had moved up to join Nailem. 2 lengths to Grist for the Mill, having a good run. A length and a half away is then Blue Sky King travelling in fourth placing, followed by Royalty Galore, Replace, and then Frisbee. Shimeo still travelling wide, followed by Trelawney, and then Apparatus. A length and a half to Bolster, Royal Cut, followed by Our Imposing, a good way back in the field, followed by Time Chase, and Mecca Dances last when they came to the turn, and Nailem through on the inside, and Hello Bing the leaders. Grist for the Mills come out 3 wide, 4 wide. There goes Royalty Galore, followed by Shimeo, who's the widest runner into the straight. Nailem kicked away on the inside into the straight, down to the 400. He put up 2 lengths on Hello Bing, and coming down the outside, Royalty Galore, followed by Grist for the Mill, and then a gap Shimeo with Time Chase coming right down the outside. It's Hello Bing going to the lead, and after it Royalty Galore. 100 metres to go now. Royalty Galore and Hello Bing fighting it out. Hello Bing just in front of Royalty Galore. Shimeo late. Hello Bing and Royalty Galore. This is a great struggle to the line. Oh, gee, there's nothing in this Royalty Galore or Hello Bing. Shimeo might have grabbed third in a photo. There's a wall of them there, including over near the inside there, Royal Cut and Grist for the Mill from Nailem. Back behind those horses then, Frisbee wasn't far away from these leading horses, followed by Blue Sky King, Our Imposing, making up a little bit of ground on the inside. Trelawney's finished a good way back. 3 out of line. Muscoma's still away with Typhoon Lily. Oh, Tippinet's also a little way behind the stalls there. She hasn't yet approached the barrier, so 3 to come up. Invents have won her over, and she went in like a lamb in the end. And now Lincoln Coffee climbing back aboard Timpanet, and they're about to go on their journey. 1400 for the last at Sandown. Last Sunday meeting for about 3 or 4 weeks as well. End of May before we race again on a Sunday, and it'll be back here at Sandown. Now the field is all set and away they go. Oh, Rich and Playful didn't begin all that well down on the inside, and Rambling Rose a bit slow. Pro Pearl was the first out. Timpanet jumped well. Serene Joy and the All Whites going forward, and Salamondo's going to head them all off now. Salamondo goes to the lead over Pro Pearl, Serene Joy. Timpanet is 4th, Rambling Rose 5th, and 6th on the outside, Impulsive from Muscoma. That's Liberty. Then Rich and Playful getting up along the inside. A length and a half further back is Koi Cowgirl on the outside of Victina. Then Perfect Lady, Typhoon Lily, and back behind her then is the top weight Ruby Dancer, who's second last, and last of all is Nanushka. They've come off the back at the 800 with Salamondo the leader, about 2.5 lengths in front. Serene Joy is running second, Pro Pearl third on the inside of Timpanet, and Muscoma going up on the outside. 1.5 away in the field is Impulsive working into the race. Rambling Rose losing ground, and they're followed by Koi Cowgirl making a run around the outside of Rich and Playful when they corner, and they're followed then by That's Liberty a good way back when they come into the straight. Ruby Dancer is struggling last. Salamondo flattened in at the 400, tackled by Timpanet and Muscoma. Pro Pearl battling, and Impulsive is looming up ominously now. She's raced up and gone to the lead. Impulsive near the 200 metres. Perfect Lady is starting to stride home well, but Impulsive has 2 lengths on her, and then Muscoma and Nanushka. It's Impulsive with 50 to go, the leader. Coming after it is Perfect Lady. Impulsive's finding plenty. Just a neck in front, and Impulsive held on and won it from Perfect Lady. 3 lengths Muscoma third, then Nanushka, who made ground from Koi Cowgirl. Back behind them was Rich and Playful, followed by Pro Pearl, Salamondo. They both showed pace and then weakened. So too did Timpanet, who finished behind them, followed by Ruby Dancer. That's Liberty, Serene Joy, Victina, Typhoon Lily. Rambling Rose stopped very badly, and she was last of all. Well, that was the only one taken in the straight 6, and it's gone off. Number